We're going to look at how to do exam review part 10 number 3 together. And what we're doing is we're going to arrange the letters in Albuquerque into words. How many ways can these letters be formed into words? So we don't mean real words. We don't mean like BQER blah 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 is going to be pronounceable or anything, but we're just going to rearrange the letters. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So your first instinct might be, oh, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, so you have 11 choices for the first letter, which leaves 10 choices for the second. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, which is really 11 factorial, right? But the thing is, that's not true because we have repeating letters. Look up here. We have a Q that repeats. We have an E that repeats. Oh, and we have a U that repeats. This is a terrible way of doing it, but we have repeatings. So the total number of 11 letters, the total number of ways that you can have 11 letters rearranged is 11 factorial, but we got to take into account the duplicates, the duplicate words, because this first Q, let's call that Q1, and this second Q, Q2, if I flip places, it still spells Albuquerque exactly. You still get ALBUQUERQUE, except we should be able to say that the first Q and the second Q, if they were switched, gives you the same word. It's still Q and Q, only the first Q over here and the second Q over here. It doesn't change the spelling, quote unquote, the spelling if we're using letters. So what we do is we divide by the number of duplicates. There's only one A, there's only one L. I'm not going to write 1 factorial. There's only one B. There's 3 Qs. U. There's 1 U, 2 U, 3 U. So I'm going to cross them out. 1 U, 2 U, 3 U. So in the denominator, we have to do 3 factorial. That means that, let's think about this. We have, and I'm actually going to do this up here. We can have U1, U2, U3, or we can rearrange them. We could have 1, U3, U2. Or the U2 could be in the front, U2, U1, U3, or U2, U1, 3, U1. Or U3 could be in the front, U3, U2, U1, or U3, U1, U2. I mean, that's what we're talking about, that all of these things, they're all U's. But the first U, the second U, and third U, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 different possible ways that we could have those U's in different positions. And it turns out that 3 factorial is 3 times 2, which is 6. That's why this works. These would all give duplicate words. I know that there's a first U, a second U, and a third U. First U, the second U, and a third U. But with math, we don't care. They're just all U's. So we have to get rid of the duplicates, and that's where this 3 factorial comes in. Okay, there's, how many Q's there? Oh, there's 2 Q's, 1 Q, 2 Q. So that's 2 Q's, so we're going to use 2 factorial to represent the duplicates. Because think about this. Let's keep going. Q1, Q2, and Q2, Q1 are the only ways we could rearrange the Q's. So that gives you, there's 2 total. And it turns out that 2 factorial is just 2. 2 times 1, which is 2. So let's see. Oh my gosh, we still have duplicate letters. There's the E's. Ugh. There's 1 E, 2 E. So we have to have 2 factorial below to represent. There's 2 ways of rearranging the E's throughout the words. It means that if I have an E in the front and an E in the back, E1 and E2, well, that's the same word as having E2 and E1. So wherever the E's are, we've got doubles because they're the same letter. And wherever the Q's are, we have doubles. And wherever the U's are, we got triples because there's 3 U's. I hope I'm explaining this in a way. You don't need, that's what the reasoning behind it. What you need to know is take the number of letters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, put that on the top. And then anytime you have a duplicate, put down how many you have. So we had 3 U's, 2 Q's, 2 E's. All right, let's do another example below. I hope you're willing to watch another minute. And we did this in class. Let's take Juliana. Juliana. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we would think that if we were going to rearrange the letters of Juliana, we'd have 7 factorial ways of doing it because we'd have 7 choices for the first letter, 6 choices for the next, and so on and so on. However, we're going to have duplicates because check it out, A and A. Every other letter appears once, but A is doubled, so we put down a 2 factorial to represent that. And then in class, we also did another example with Emma. We did Emma's name. So Resetaritis. This was a fun challenge because we had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 14 factorial represents the number of letters that we are recombining over, look at all these duplicates. 1E, 2E, 3E. Okay, so this represents the number of E's. Because we have 3 E's, we have 3 factorial ways of rearranging those E's. Okay, look at this. 1M, 2M. Okay, let's take into account the M's. Oh my goodness. A, 2 A's. R, there's a double R, 2 R's. There's more S's, 1 S, 2 S. And then 1 T, 2 T. That's incredible. Now we only have 1 I, so I'm not going to put that. I could put down 1 factorial, but that's just 1. But this would be how many words, I'm saying in words in quotes, because they're not real words. How many words can we form from the letters in Emma Resetaritis? And it turns out the total number of ways you can rearrange the letters is 14, but we're going to end up with duplicates. And this, when you have this in the denominator, you make this big number and you do the top divided by the bottom, you get the answer. This is okay. Leave it like this. It's totally fine. And this is the answer. So Albuquerque was 11 divided by the duplicates. Juliana is 7 factorial divided by the duplicates. And Emma Resetaritis, 14 factorial divided by all the duplicates factorial.